Having you around as promised. We have the youth leadership conversation right about now. Yeah. So we're talking about a lot about youth leadership because that's what we're getting into in 2027, and your vote matters. So I'm just starting by telling you you should register as a voter today. Make sure you do the exercises on to as a responsible citizen. Please register to be a voter. And now we have two young leaders who are aspiring political leaders. I will start with the one just right next to me, that is Maxwell Kabaka. He is an MP aspirant of Seme Constituency, which is in Kisumu County. And then right next to him, we have Lawrence Ireri, who is an MP aspirant of Mbeere North 2025. So 2025 means this year. You may wonder why. This is because the MP Ruku, the former MP Geoffrey Ruku, was appointed to be a CS of Public Service. So the seat is vacant, and we'll be having by-elections this month, I believe, and Lawrence will tell us more about it. So welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
All right. So let me start by asking you to just tell us more about yourself. I've already introduced you as aspirants. Maybe what people do not know you about in your leadership capacity. So tell us about yourself.
Okay, thank you very much. To start on, my name is Maxwell Kabaka, and I'm still a young man, and I believe this is the right time whereby youths should come out and contest for the political seats, because it is this political seat that will help us re-engineer Kenya at large. Mm-hmm. So 2027, I'm going to contest for the MP seat Seme as a young aspirant, and I call upon all the Gen Zs to come out and support me.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you just want Gen Z support only? This generation is getting a home.
No. You know, Seme is a place whereby everybody live, including the old people, the young, and even the children. Mm-hmm. But you know, now our main problem here is that those who came before us, they have always been old people, and they have always been supported by the same mm-hmm. young generations. Mm-hmm. So I'm asking for the same support now as a young man. Let us also pick up on ourselves, mm-hmm. and put somebody there that can represent our interest as young people. Right. So it is everybody, because we cannot chase away the old people from our area. Mm-hmm. We will represent them well.
Okay. Yes. And I understand for a fact that the MP for Seme, Honorable Nikau, and he's a long-standing member in Parliament. He has been elected severally.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's a long-standing member. So you are confident that you can do a better job than he has done?
The thing is, being that he has contested for almost 3 times and elected, mm-hmm. It is now time again we bring up new leaders that can bring us new ideas. Mm-hmm. What he has done are not that important to us, because we are doing politics of age. Mm-hmm. You know, they now believe that it is what they want, what should be done. Mm-hmm. But when generation change, ideas change, and the things we want right now are not the things that they wanted during their time. Okay. That is why I believe, however much he has been elected 3 times, there is no problem if we also contribute to the growth of Seme.
Okay, all right. Let me allow you to also tell us more about your leadership, Lawrence.
Thank you so much. I'm Lawrence Moniki Ireri from Mbeere North, and an aspirant in the upcoming by-election in November, whereby I'm contesting as a for MP under Safina Party of Kenya, where we have our party in the Jimmy Wanjigi. So this is not my first time to contest for the political seat. This is my second time. I think last time I contesting for the MC, but I lost. I slightly lost the MC seat, but now I'm deciding to contest for the parliamentary seats, and to shape the political landscape of Mbeere North. This after the Waziri Geoffrey Ruku left the seat vacant, and then it is time for the Gen Z to take over the leadership. And I hope this time round it will be historical for for Kenya as Gen Z take the leadership, and also being the first candidate to contest for the parliamentary seats under Safina during the reign of under leadership of Matiangi as the party leader. I hope I will steer the flag higher than expected.
All right.
Yeah.
That is, I believe, bold political moves. You know, contesting for an MCA seat first, and then you did not get it, and now you've even gone to a higher seat for an MP. What is it that makes you so confident in yourself and in your leadership that you believe, you know, if you're not elected for this one, then this you have a shot at being elected, and that you actually have something to give to offer the people of Mbeere North?
I actually believe in dreaming big in dreams, and dream what I know I can achieve. At the first, I realized that the MCA seats could not be good enough for me to help myself for me to help the people from Mbeere North, especially the needs, the needs that the people from Mbeere North needs, their needs can't be satisfied through the MCA seats. That according to me now. But according to anybody else, it is another few. So the reason why I contested for the MP seats, I realized that the problems in our local feelings, in our Mbeere regions, most of the problems can turn on by the area MCA, since the MCA budget quite limited, and some of the issues that are some of the ideas, some of the needs, the community needs, they are most of them are in the national government. So that's why I decided to contest for the parliamentary seat, so that to capture the wide range of the wide part of it.
All right. That's absolutely great, and I'm keen to ask you, you know, because people have said, let me come back to you, Kabaka. People have said that Gen Z should take up leadership, you know, come 2027, and even now, as Lawrence wants to also vie. So people are saying Gen Z should take up this leadership positions. What makes us confident that when Gen Zs take up these positions, that there will actually be change? You know, that things will work, that roads will be built, that, you know, the things that we are looking for in the constituencies, you know, we'll have water, people, you know, some areas that are struggling.
Okay.
You know, how confident are we that when Gen Zs get this position, they will also not get into corruption? Because saa zingine inakaa ni kama ni kuna ka outbreak ukiingia tu hivi afu umeingia kwa corruption.
Okay, now one thing that is good. When this Gen Z thing erupted, we started by, we are tribeless, we are leaderless, and we are even partyless, which means we are not loyal to anybody. What we want is loyalty to service delivery. Because we've seen our past leaders, they have always only been loyal to the party leaders and specific party agendas. So which means if you are not loyal to that specific party leader, next election he will deny you the party ticket. Which means you will be using the funds of your constituency or even your ward to satisfy the needs of the party leader in the expense of your electorate. So when the Gen Zs come up, the Gen Z thing came up, we now believe that if we defy the orders of these party leaders, just go as an individual, just talk to the electorate direct and tell them, for me, I'm coming with energy, experience, we have got education, and we have experience in ground because we live with the people in ground. We know the needs since I was born. I know this, my people need water, they need roads, they need light, they need even good health care. But you see now these other big wigs, they believe that if you satisfy the party leader first, and then the electorate will just elect you automatically. That is why the South Imopia Gen Z movement, we are advocating for non-partisan. You should not be party, like you should not be loyal to a certain political big wing, or you don't have to be relevant in politics for you to deliver. Yes, you only have to be loyal to service delivery.
Okay.
And to add on, we've also seen young leaders performing. Yes, before us, the young leaders that came before us, the likes of Babowin and Didi Nyoro, they have performed very well. So they are a very good example that the young men, if given an opportunity, they can deliver very well.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And someone might also argue there are some other leaders that are young that have not performed. I will not mention names, of course. But great point there. So you are part of this particular movement. So even as you plan to contest, you're not going in. You know, are you going in as an independent? Will you be going in as an independent?
Right now, I cannot. Right now, I cannot declare because there is this thing we call wave. You can declare as early as now I'm going as an independent candidate, but when it comes that time, again the wave will even sweep you away. But I'm part of the Sauti Mupya Gen Z movement, whereby we want to educate our electorate. It is not a must that you contest with a certain political party. Like for example, in my area, we have the ODM. If you're not a member of ODM, it is very hard to convince the electorate that I'm very good, I'm going to come with a good agenda. However much your agenda is very nice, they will always look at you and say, you are a traitor because you're not in this political party. So our main aim as Sauti Mupya Gen Z is to educate our people, conduct a civic education and tell them, these are the role of MPs, these are the role of MCAs, these are the role of the president. It is not that the political party that is going to perform for you. Those political parties are owned by individuals. It is their own business. So that is why you see they fight so that these political parties don't fall, because that is where they get their money.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, I hear you. I don't know what Lawrence has to say about that, seeing that you are part of the, Safina party by Jimmy Wanjigi. Do you, his claims, do you align, or do you feel like, it's a bit biased based on what you said?
So you see, when he says that that you need to be independent for you to win a political seat or to contest, I think is not yet exposed to the political grounds. You have to understand that when you decide to contest, you have to go you don't need to go as a party. You don't need a party. You don't, like for example in our case, in our area, we don't have Savina party in our area. We have never been. The Savina party was last time. We entered Savina party back 2007 to 2005, and when he says that you have to rely on the seats or the party that has dominated the area, then it means that we have the UDA in Embu, and it is not yet it is not dominated in Embu. So if akisema, when he says that the UDM will win it says the Omape Kisumu, it's not. I think that's not the right. We can have the UDA in Kisumu, we can have the Safina in Kisumu, yes, and so on. And to make it in so what we need to understand, the young people are very talented, the current leadership, and I think there is a need to have someone who has never been in power. That's not what we need. Not necessarily the youth, not necessarily the Gen Z, but someone who has never tasted the powers. And the only problem we have in our country is that the political seats are being inherited. They are being inherited. Now that I'm the MP Better North, my children and the children of my children will be the MP Better North in future. Now that I'm the MP, now that I'm the chief, now that I'm the chief, it means that in 5 years, my children, the children of my children, will be also the chief. That's not the problem we have. So not unless the Gen Z or the young people realize themselves and come up with ideas, without they come up and decide to lead. That when we will liberate Kenya from the collapse and so on. Yes.
So for you, the problem is not in the party; it is about the inheritance. So the
Yes.
political positions should not be inherited because I have been here so automatically
Yes.
because we're in the democratic state. But what he said, I also understood what he said on parties. As you belong to Safina party, then all the ideologies, yes, it means you believe in the ideologies of the party first, but once elected, then you become almost a slave to that party, and then you do not hear the people qua ground anymore. Now your loyalty is to the party and not to the people. I think that is what you were saying.
Yes.
So is that the case? How will you still be able to air your voice and maybe disagree with your party leader when it comes to matters that are affecting your people?
Actually, you see, before I decided to join a party, I need to do the analysis of how the behaviors, the rules of the party, and for example, when you decide to join an ODM, you have to understand that the ODM has its own ways of doing things. It has its own ways on how to lie to the people, and the people knows that this agenda by the UNDM, it is not true. It is not achievable. This agenda by the UNDA, it is not achievable. So before you pay your party leader, before you pay you have to understand who is this making promises.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. Do you join a party because of their agenda, or you join a party to contest? But you should also have your own agenda. You should not go with the agendas of the party. One thing that we have to understand here is that these political parties, why do we join them? Most of us join them because of the wave. You see, in my area, people believe that if you're not in this certain party, you're not going to be elected. That is what makes us join these parties. Then after you've joined, you now go with what the owners of the party tell you.
So you mean now that if the ODM party Raila Odinga says that when I get to power, I will kill all the young children, and we have the wave in Kisumu, you still join the party.
You see, if you want to be a politician,
and the party leader will kill the young boys just like it was in the Bible.
Wait, now if you want to join that party, then you have to understand your electorate. Are they into that idea that my party leader said, if I become the president, I will kill all the young people? If my electorates are agreeing with that kind of idea, then it will force me to join that because of the wave. But that is why we want to conduct a civic education. These parties are just like bridges of crossing a river. But if there is other ways that we can cross to the other side and be independent-minded, you don't have to go with someone's mind, because next time, if you get to that seat, we know there are a lot of funds that are around those seats, right? They now tell you, now because we are the ones who gave you that ticket, now bring around 20 million for our party. We are organizing a party. You know, this 20 million, you will not bring it from your own pockets at that moment, because you're having a lot of funds in the accounts of the sub-county or the wards. Now, this is where the problem comes. Suppose this 20 million could help another kid who was stuck with his education, their fee balance. You will not be able now to even pay those bursaries, because part of the money has been used to satisfy the needs of the party leaders. That is why we the Gen Zs, we have to be open-minded and say, okay, what has been happening in the past is that these people have always been loyal too much to the party leaders. Okay, I'm not saying that these parties are bad. I'm not saying that these parties are bad.
It also helps with accountability belonging to a certain party, because they can call you out when you're doing wrong.
But in the issue of accountability, the Constitution is there. And we also have the EACC. So it is not a must you go with the party so that you can be accountable. Okay. Yes.
All right. Now let me ask you, as someone who wants to take up a leadership position,
yes.
As big as an MP,
yes.
What is it that you have seen that needs to change, particularly in your constituency? There's a lot that people would say needs to change in Kenya, but particularly in your constituency, Seme, what is it that you believe needs to change that has not been done?
Okay, now in my area, Seme, to be specific, You know, when you travel, you get to be exposed to new things. I lived in Seme for around 20 years before I moved to Nairobi. Now, when I moved to Nairobi, I saw that there are things that are being done in Nairobi that can also be done in my constituency. For example, we are still in darkness. We need a lot of street lights. If it can be done in Nairobi, it can be done in Seme. There is no problem of doing that.
So
We also
do
have
houses
bad roads.
lights?
Yes, houses we have lights, but we're not talking about the streets. You cannot come out of your house around 10 p.m. Shops are closing as early as 8. You know, that's now bringing our economy down as a constituency. Because maybe somebody wanted something as an emergency around 10 p.m. He cannot get it, he or she cannot get it because there's a lot of darkness outside. And to add on, you see in the village, school children, we report to school as early as 6. So which means if you're coming from a distant area, you have to come out from your house at around 5:30 in the morning. It is still dark. So we are also even endangering the lives of young people. Me included, I was there. That is why I'm telling you we need these things. Yes, yes. And then there's a lot of things. You know, in our area we have rivers, we have lakes. So when crossing to the other side, when you are land, let's say this is your home, then you cross the river to the other side for school. These rivers, most of them doesn't have bridges. Yeah, so there is so much need for us to develop Seme to another level. There are so many things that we need.
So if we don't have bridges, how do people cross?
The rainy seasons, we have some bridges. Now you go round. You have to go a far distance.
Farther
Yes.
distance then.
Yes.
Just crossing it.
Yes.
Okay, so those are at least 2 areas that you have seen that you
There are so many, even including health center in our health sector in our area. It's still pathetic.
Okay.
Very, very.
And these are things that you believe when you get
I
to
have an
power.
experience. For example, there is a day I was in my neighbor's place, and then the kid was very sick. My neighbor's kid was very sick. Now she opted to go and buy some medicine from the shops. Now before she get there, this kid started collapsing. She collapsed. Now we rushed this kid to the nearest facility. We were told, this case we cannot attend to it because we need water here. We don't have water in this our facility. It needed to be added some water.
Okay,
Yes.
drip.
So we had to rush this kid again to a level 4 hospital, which is very, very far away from us. So now what I was asking is that, can we even not just even buy an ambulances for these health facilities? Because most of our people, we live next to dispensaries. We don't live next to the level 4 hospitals, yes. So what if we buy an ambulance that can help to respond to the emergencies around this area for all the health facilities around, you see? Because that one now came as an experience. I experienced this. So we don't want that thing to repeat itself again. Maybe it will repeat itself on my wife or even my kid or even my mommy or even myself in the future. So for us to prevent all these things, you have to experience that thing for you to come up with such an idea.
Okay, great. Great plans that you have there. And I just want to ask the same to Lawrence. You taking up, or you looking to take up this particular seat at Mbeere North, that was previously occupied by Honorable Ruku. What is it that you feel has not been done, that you can do better, you can do well?
Quite a lot of things has not been done. And for one, as he has seen, though I didn't expect him to complain about the electricity in this area, being that the Papa is in the government, and I didn't expect them to have a problem with the issue with the bridges and the Kenya Power. I think the issue is on our side, the Mount Kenya. So
I believe that they have said,
there's
times and again, that it is the president is to all and not to particular regions, even in the broad-based government. So
when you are complaining, they don't complain. Nowadays, when you complain, they don't complain. So I expected him to
say everything is fine.
Everything is fine. We have power. You have power. I will just go and eat money. So I expected him to say that. So in our area, just as he has said, we have issues in electricity. Like last time we under last mile connectivity. In my area, in my own home, I don't have power, and I don't have power, I don't have electricity. My own area, my house. So I think the reason why I wanted to at least to make better north sign is to some of the areas that we don't have electricity to fix them, and also when it comes to bursaries, the transparency. I think local and dana is best. Local and dana is best, and especially on bursaries. Then on my son, that one I can't complain, and that one I wanted. That's why I wanted to better his best, and doing better than him when it comes to bursary disbursement. So when it comes to by 2027, I expect everything to change, because I want to run just for this 1 year, for 2 years, from 2026 to 2027. Then when it comes to 2027, I wanted we have, instead of having so many bursaries, disbursement of the bursary, transparency, and don't have to have that language about transparency in bursary. So in our party, we have an agenda to have instead of having the bursary disbursement, we have a free primary education, free secondary education, as in free education. So there's no need to get the money, give back to the parents, then the parents give back to the institution. So as a party, Safina party, one of the key factors of our agenda, or agenda that we are going to achieve, is to have the free education. That one itakuwa very transparent for everyone, for each and every new person, just as it was in 203. Then when it comes to infrastructure, we have some very bad rules, especially in my area, where we have a large scale mogoka farming. This is where we have mogoka farming, and you know mogoka farming, you don't have drivers; they are pilots. They fly. So you can imagine flying your plum box in a bad roads. That is risking your own, and also the vehicle, and also destroying the vehicle status. So the infrastructure. And I wanted to tell my people that there are some people saying that when you get elected through the Safina party, the president wouldn't give you the money to complete the roads. Those are the things that people say. And I usually tell them, we have Embakasi West where we have the ODM, and also in Omapewen, and also in Kisumu, in their area. They used to be in opposition, yet we end very good roads. So I wanted at least to steer the agenda of having more tarmac roads in my area, especially the combination of Kanyombora, Kamomu, then Siakago road. That's the main road that our pilots can best operate.
Yeah, so it is only in Bero, Embu that we have pilots operating on roads. Interesting there. Now, you mentioned something earlier, that why you chose to go for the MP seat from previously going for the MCA seat, and you said that it's the budget allocation as well. The MCAs don't get enough, so you probably get enough as MP to cater for the needs. I believe that you have already mentioned, right? So what's for someone who doesn't know, because some people do not know who to blame when the road is not done. They don't know who to. I believe people know the MP, especially for the bursaries that they get. But what role does the MCA play compared to what the MP plays? So maybe you can tell us that.
So when you look at the budget allocation for an MCA, annual the budget year for an MCA, it is actually say 20 million, and that for an MP it is actually more than 130 million. So when it comes to bursary disbursement, if an MCA the least he can give, it is 5 million, and it is through that 5 million that he has his own family members. He has his own loyal squad that he has to pay the royalty. So the MCA, he has to, when it comes to the disbursement, the maximum he can give, it is actually 2,000, especially in my ward where we have 28,000 voters in one ward. Then you are getting 5 million from bursaries or 3 million for bursary. Then you find yourself giving each student 1,000, which is, and the student is expected to pay 10,000 per term, or rather 15,000 per year. So that's why I opted to go for the parliamentary seat, and at the same time we don't have a vacant seat in my ward. So the only vacant seat is it was the parliamentary seat. Okay. You see, when I was before I hit 26, actually later now I'm hitting 30. Before I hit 26, I was trying to try my luck in KNDF forces, despite my height. And I was trying to try my luck to be a KNDF officer, to be a police officer, to be a Navy, Army, and all those police forces. But nobody told me, why are you shifting from police officer to Kenya Army? Why are you shifting from Kenya Army back again to police officer? So it's a matter of still a job fact. I'm sure my friend, he won't tell you that he's also seeking for a job. Not that his interest is in parliamentary seats. He's still jobless, and that one I'm very sure. So that's why we are sending our CVs. I'm sending my CVs.
So you're also sending your CV
to the people from there and all.
The electorate.
Yes.
All right. Now, a question I just want to ask you both, even as we come to a close on this conversation, yes. What people might wonder, because people have said, for you to know that this person will actually work, you look at their track records, what they have done before, even without the titles. So let me ask you, yes. What is it that you have done in your own capacity as a leader for you to to get people to trust you to hold such a big position?
Okay, it's when I'm starting my political career. Mm-hmm. So as per now, as by my age, I don't think if there is much that I can say that I've achieved.
It doesn't have to be in politics, because clearly it's your first time running for politics, but
yes.
I'm saying in leadership. Well, leadership can be since you were in kindergarten.
Okay.
So what have you done in the period that you have known yourself to reason, what is it that you have done even in school that people can say this is a leader, this actually we will actually perform? And sisi tunaambanga tupatiane 5 years experience na ndio umemaliza university. So what is that is your question now, as even as a political leader?
Okay, now for me, in my area, I think there are a few things that we have started there. We have managed to bring youths together. Yeah, okay, for me personally, I've managed to bring some youths together in groups so that we can reduce the crime scene in my area. Always telling them that it is not right to steal, just work hard. So I've led so many youth groups in my area, including the young farmers. We've built some fish ponds in my area, always giving them new opportunities, telling them you can earn your money through your sweat. It doesn't say that you need to go and steal from somebody's sweat. Mm-hmm. So in my area, we built so many fish ponds. I think we have also did the sukuma wiki farming, through what we call youth initiative in my area. Okay. Yes.
So you've been part of youth initiatives
yes.
to empower the young people.
Yes.
Amazing. What about you, Lawrence?
So actually, on my side, I've tried my level best. Since 2022, currently I've empowered more than 100 youth. I've empowered more than 100 youth in jobs. I'm a civil engineer and registered under Institution of Engineers of Kenya, which is IK and ITK. So I normally do architectural designs and mostly structural designs.
So you're not jobless after?
No, I'm not. I'm jobless. I'm jobless, but I'm just after Ndaso. That is part of my Ndaso. Like yesterday night, I've not slept yesterday night. I've worked the whole night in designing some of the projects, the structure and design. So since 2021, I've tried to create jobs in construction industry to the young people. Currently, once I design your house, I will make sure that I will tell you in that apartment, make sure you fix my 10 people in your construction site. So that is 10 families earning through Lawrence. I have trained as well in other sectors. Currently, I have once I design a project, I have to make sure that in each and every project, if I have to launch the contractor and the client to feature at least 5 people in that project, and those my 5 people, I don't want to sound tribal, and those 5 people, they must be from very north. So that's why I've tried. That's what I've tried. I've tried to my level best to empower my people. And also, when I was in school, I used to work as a security guard in Jito Security in Apair and also Madara Hospital. So when I left the job.
In school doing engineering, but you're working.
I've never paid a rent in Nairobi. Wow. When I was in school. So I used to work in work building, and during the night, and during the day, I'm in school.
So what time do you sleep?
I never slept. I was just setting an alarm at 11 p.m. Then I wake up at 3 a.m.
Now you speak like a politician. How did you not sleep?
No, I used to sleep at the Uhuru Park. During when I didn't have a lesson, I used to sleep at the Uhuru Park. Then in the evening, I joined the Federal Security Guards in Milimani Low Court and also works building in Apail. You remember in 2019, when the works building got fire, the 11th floor was on fire. I was the security guard in 11th floor. That time, I was a security guard. So since when I graduated, I started working with those companies, security companies. I was telling them, kindly employ 5 people in your company. I have 5 jobless youth in my area. Kindly employ them. And they used to call me, even now they used to call me, Lawrence, do you have 5 people who can work as a security guard? Now I'm here, yes. I take them to the company. So that's what I've been doing. And I've created jobs to the people. And also in our local area, I normally told them, I told the very north constituent, and if you have a project, especially churches, each and every church, the Catholic church, I remember the Catholic church in Berry North, when they are not the bishop, their fathers request for architectural drawings for their projects. I normally do it for free. I've been doing architectural drawings and instruction drawing for the churches for free. So that's why I've tried to assist the community in so many ways.
Wow.
Yes.
That's quite something. And you are very ready for this question. You have your whole track record.
It is their time to pay back now.
Yeah. So it is now their time to give back.
Time.
Right. And how many people are you contesting against?
Sorry?
How many people are you contesting against in this by-election?
So we are. I thought we were 5, but I checked the list and we are almost 10. We are 10. Okay. We are 10 aspirants, but one got dropped out. Then Jumbiri candidates.
So now you're 9.
So I think we are 9.
All right.
And I'm expecting by Thursday we will be 4.
All right.
Yes.
We can't say anything about it. I'm not sure about the other aspirants.
No.
Maybe we will get
that's
it.
My prayer.
That is your prayer.
My prayer.
Okay.
Yes.
That's between you and God now. So I will just allow you guys to give your final remarks as we come to a close on this conversation. This is your camera for both of you, so you give your final remarks.
Okay, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to speak to the youths and electorates of our country. What I can tell my young Gen Zs is that be bold outside there. Do not fold out, because we went to the streets in 2024 to seek for good governance. the same energy that we used on riots, we can still use it to face ballot in 2027 and beyond. Let us not give an opportunity again to our tormentors, because it is our time to create what we want to live on in our old age, and to make sure that our country is in good form. So thank you very much.
Great. Thank you very much for Kabaka, for taking your time and sharing your vision and talking to the young people, and even encouraging them to take to register as voters. So make sure you do.
Yes.
Lawrence, please. Your last remarks.
Okay, so I greatly appreciate for this interview, and I think it is their time for the young generations and the youth agencies, because the future generation in Kenya is looking for something that the youth contain, and it is their time to rise up and shape the political landscape in our country, especially that for them to listen to us, that we must speak, and especially the issues affecting our communities can only be understood by those living in the community. These people living in Nairobi and coming back to contest for a political seat in our communities, they won't understand the problems that we undergo each and every day, especially in my area. And as I conclude, I want in my area, we wanted at least to have a large scale farming. We have a very large farm, especially even farming land in Bere, that have never and has never been attended or cleared. So I wanted once I pick power to have large scale farming of mera, farm crops, for the food crops, the maize, and then what do you call them in English? What do you call it?
Green grams.
Yeah, green grams.
Yes.
Oh, I thought in language is an English term. Sorry. So I wanted to have at this land scale to make use of the available lands, the available bare lands, and also I have mentorship programs for the youth, so that in near future, the Mbeere can be like Kiharu. The Mbeere North can be like the Embakasi West. I don't need the millions of money to come back to the society. Alas, they know very well that I've campaigned on a bicycle, and I'm still campaigning on a bicycle. Right. So last time I campaigned on a bicycle and I made it. I was the third best out of the 11 aspirants. And I think the people showed love to me, and they have pushed me to contest for this seat. And it is the time that in November, come November, it will be an historic in Mbeere North. It will be an historically national end. That the MP from Mbeere North was a very young man who just campaigned on a bicycle. Was a very young man who just decided to outshine both the opposition and the government. Right. Because the only wave we have there, we have only two waves there, 3 waves there. We have the government, the opposition, and the Savina. Now the Savina is banned by the bicycle. People normally call me the bicycle power, so or the local name Kamosikiri. And I'm sure by November, I will join you here as a member of parliament. Okay. Yes.
What date is that? November?
27th.
November 27th. So all eyes will be on Mbeere North, November 27th. We sure do wish you the best and ever new. Kabaka come 2027.
Thank you very much.
We'll be here. My prayer as the thief who was hanging on the cross with Jesus. Remember me when you get into your kingdom.
That's send me your CV. I will just consider you.
Please do. I will move to your constituencies. But anyway, that's on a lighter note. We appreciate your company, yes, and that you are young people out here to make a change and help even the young people, all the people of Kenya, particularly constituencies, to do better, to be better. So that's our conversation on youth leadership. I hope you've gotten some things from this particular leaders. I don't know if they have social media platforms. Where can they get you, Kabaka?
Yes, you can follow me on Facebook. I'm not on TikTok. I'm only on Facebook at Maxwell Kabaka.
Maxwell Kabaka, and at?
I'm on online Facebook where I'm Honorable Lawrence Ireli.
Okay.
Yes.
Honorable Lawrence Ireli. Apparently leadership, the leaders are only on Facebook, so that is where you can get them. Now we'll just take a short break, and then Brian Sako will be coming up to speak on a very interesting topic. It's Gen Z's relationships, celibacy, all that. It's a topic that you want to hear, so we will see that in a few. See you on the other side.